in due time, I'm ready for whatever. But then also you got to look at guys. If there's a spot as well where you have guys like Ankalaev who may also get that opportunity. Fine. Um, if he has the title at that time, whether it be himself or Pereira, then whoever is the man at the point, then that's the guy I want. But whatever road it takes, um, nothing's gonna stop me.
All right, let us say hello to Carlos Ulberg, a man just on an absolute tear right now in the light heavyweight division. Big one for him this Saturday at UFC Macau, taking on former title challenger Volkan Oezdemir. Carlos, how are you, sir? Thank you for doing this.
Cheers, bro. All good, no worries. Feeling all right. It's fight week. We're at the last bit now. We're cutting the last bit of the weight. A few more kgs to go, so it's a good one.
Excellent. 2024 has been some year for you, from reported fights with Dominic Reyes, and then you're supposed to fight Alonzo Menafield in March, and then you end up fighting him in May, and you knock him out in 12 seconds, and then you're announced to face Jamal Hill and then Anthony Smith at UFC 303, and then all the shuffle ups there, to now getting this fight with Volkan Oezdemir in Macau. How
Yeah.
would you describe this year so far?
The year, it's all good. I mean, a lot like there's no stress about it. I mean, there have been some great opportunities, right, that were given to us to fight against Jamal Hill, who was the number two at the time. We took that coming off a great win, and obviously things happened, injuries here and there. So which gave me a bit of time to take a step back, have a bit more time to throw a few more tricks up my own sleeve. So here we are now, a few months later, and we've got another big fight, another big opportunity up our sleeve. Oh, sorry, around the corner. So yeah, man, it has been a roller coaster, but a blessing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it seems kind of like a blessing in disguise. Like, I mean, Jamal Hill couldn't fight, and that would have been massive for you. And then
Yeah,
Anthony steps in, and no disrespect to Anthony, but Jamal was obviously a bigger fight. You probably would have gotten yourself a title shot had you won that fight. So, you
sure.
know what I mean? Like, so it didn't seem like that tough of a decision to make. It was just, this is what we're dealing with, and we just got to take this road, and hopefully it leads to a pretty good place. And it seems like it has for you.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I know at the end it's all good. For me, I see the light anyway. Um, I'm gonna get there eventually, and I know I will. So it's just a matter of time. Not in too much of a rush to get there, or I know that it's eventually gonna get there anyway. So however however it takes me, whatever the process is, I'm willing.
And now it's Volkan Oezdemir. He's fought for the belt. He's got finishes in back-to-back fights. He just knocked out Johnny Walker. He might be the most underrated guy in this entire division based on what he's accomplished. Do you agree with that?
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Very strong competitor for sure. He's got a big game. He's got a big game. Very well extensive. And obviously he's got the power in his hands, right? He's picked up a lot of game in on the ground too. So he's developed. He's developed in comparison to where he started, and it shows. So he's definitely someone not to trifle with. I feel like he's yeah, he's definitely a hard task for sure.
And he's been in there with everybody. So the amount of experience that this man has had, this is a huge experience leap for you, but I think it's the perfect right step for you. So when you got Vulcan's name, you're probably like, this is absolutely perfect for what we're trying to accomplish right now.
You're right. You're right. It's the perfect matchup. I don't think they could have written it any better. It's Volkan, and after this, we could see ourselves a little closer to where we want to get to.
And we're going to get there in a second, but you never know what's going to happen in a fist fight, right? You get in there and you think it's going to go one way, it could go a totally different way. Right this
Sure.
second, how do you view this in your mind? Because both of you are big finishers. Both of you have knockout wins on your resume in under a minute. His nickname is No Time. Do you think this will be, we're going to get in there and swing it until one guy falls? This is going to be over in 2 minutes, or you think this will be a little bit more tactical and we could just see things kind of play out for 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, expect the unexpected. You never know what could happen. Um, hey, the light heavyweight division, you've got guys with power of the light of heavyweight power, and they could move, athletic. So anything can happen. That's it. Yes, no time. He may come in swinging where he's got the power to do so, and the track record. So he will come in with confidence. He will come in with confidence. But hey, I do have some tricks up my own sleeve that I'm
Yeah.
willing to try. So whether it go to the ground, where he's willing to go to the grounds or the stand up, I feel like the fans are definitely in for a treat.
Oh, we like to hear that. And you mentioned earlier, you go get a win against a guy like Volkan Oezdemir, it's going to get you closer, and you'll see where it goes. Where do you think it does go?
What's that? What's that? What do you mean?
Because if you beat Volkan, obviously you're going to take another step forward and you get a little
Sure,
bit closer, but you're not really sure how close you'll get just
yeah,
because you got to wait and see how things play out. But
sure.
where do you think this does take you in this division?
Ah, it takes us, and we're in contention already. Oh, sorry, we're in talks, contention talk right now already for, for the title. We had the opportunity with Jamal Hill that fell through, obviously, but we're here. We're in this top 10 now. So now it's just chessboard. It's just playing, playing your chess, or playing the cards, and right now, myself and Volkan are at that hot seat where a lot of the other guys have kind of just been a bit here. They've kind of had these. Some of them have had the opportunity, or kind of just making their way through as well. So, um, at any given moment, I believe so. At any given moment, where I can see it, it's coming a little closer now. It's feeling like I'm seeing it clearer now, and the vision is opening up a little more for me to see it. Um, so after this fight, God willing, everything happens the way we plan it to go. Then we're looking, at possibly getting a call up. But hey, in due time, I'm ready for whatever. But then also you got to look at guys. If there's a spot as well where you have guys like Ankalaev who may also get that opportunity. Fine. Um, if he has the title at that time, whether it be himself or Pereira, then whoever is the man at the point, then that's the guy I want. But whatever road it takes, um, nothing's gonna stop me.
Yeah, because a lot of people feel like Ankalaev should be next, but a lot of people thought he should have been next before Khalil Roundtree got a title shot. And that one caught everybody by surprise. And we knew on paper, as soon as they announced it, yeah, meritocracy wise, maybe wasn't the right fight, but we knew it was going to be an absolute banger. And that's exactly what this was. And
Yeah,
Ankalaev ended up fighting a couple of weeks later. So, like you said, everything is up for discussion. And while merit is important, I say this all the time. In today's UFC, wins and losses are great. Rankings are awesome, but your best friend in today's UFC is availability. And if you go out there and make quick work of a guy like Volkan Oezdemir and that phone rings and you're the only guy available, there you go, man. It's so important right now to just be ready when that phone rings.
that's right. You said it right, man. And if you look at a guy like Khalil Roundtree, and what he's done against a guy like Pereira, he was close enough to putting him out. And I feel like he put on a very good game. So he's a strong competitor. He's a very good competitor, and I feel like he's uh, he's done a great job for sure.
What have you made of Alex's run this year, especially being on a
Super,
team who has studied him quite a bit over the years?
super, super. Just superhuman. I feel like it's the time is endless for this guy. He's a champion, a true warrior, and nothing but respect for the guy. And this is the true reason why I feel like I want to fight someone like him, because it doesn't matter if he has the title or not. I definitely want to fight Pereira for sure, purely because I feel like he's earned his way into being a great champion.
If that phone rang and they were like, "Hey, Carlos, we want you to fight Alex Pereira next," what would that mean to you?
I mean, I'd have to get my ass back into the gym.
Well played. Jon Jones wants to fight Alex Pereira, so
Yeah.
that could put a wrinkle in all of these plans,
Yeah,
right?
it goes to show. It goes to show he's a hot man, and you know, when you're the man, you want to beat the man. So he's if Jon Jones is speaking of wanting to fight Pereira, then obviously the light heavyweight division is probably one of the more exciting divisions right now, because of this man. He is the Superman right now.
So you would look at that more as a, hey, light heavyweight is so cool. We're going to go up and try to, represent, as opposed to, well, now we're holding up the division a little bit because our champion's moving up to fight the heavyweight champion.
Either way, man. Either way, whatever it is, I'm kind of just that's all the kind of background stuff, but I'm kind of just like forward motion.
There you go. Because before anything can happen there, you have a fight this Saturday with a very
I do.
game experienced, tough opponent. How does this all play out on Saturday against Volkan Oezdemir? How you thinking about it?
Um, just the way I've thought about any other fight. Just the way I've thought about any other fight, which is you go in, uh, express myself. That's all it comes down to. Being able to express myself, and do what I've just stick to my game plan. Stick to my game plan, and put on a great show for the fans.
Well, we look forward to that show. We look forward to seeing you back in there against Volkan Oezdemir this Saturday, UFC Macau. Carlos, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of that weight cut. I know you're very, very close, and enjoy the fight on Saturday. Looking forward to seeing you express yourself with your fists and feet.
Express yourself.